and the Vape Nation. We are just waiting for Doctor Strange Nation. We're not going to be able to extend out the time too much, but we have given the other lobbies 5 minutes, so we will likely do the same here. And with me I think I'm hosting my lobby, aren't I, Captain, as well?
I know. Simon Slime will be.
Okay, cool, lovely.
Take that away from
damn
you
it,
tonight.
that means they can. That means they can run away from me with starting if I'm still commentating late, the bastards. You better wait.
No, they won't start because I'm commentating,
I know,
so they
exactly.
won't start without
I
you.
know, they better not.
Bastards. All right, we're just trying to look for Strange Nation. If not, we will be taking in the designated reserve, and that will be James.
Me?
James?
They're in. Hello, Esco. You have just over 2 hours till your lobby, fella, with myself, official Genzo. There are others in the lobby as well. It's not just us four. That'd be easy qualification. Live streams, get that there. That's there. Captains, pops, same names, booms and dooms. Lovely sauce. Done and done and done and done. So I'm going to share the website into my description so people can have a little look at the results from the previous 2 rounds. And hello, Viper, I did see your comment pop up there, but I didn't quite get a chance to read it. Hope you're enjoying your belated birthday celebrations, pal. Getting nice and drunk, but not doing anything I wouldn't do. It does leave you a lot of flexibility, so there's not too much off the table with that. And we've got my boy Psycho Moin. But yeah, that website that just popped in there, that 482 Elite Gaming, in the description just below the likes and dislike bits. Subscribe. I don't know where that is these days. I think it's below the description. But yeah, that website, you can go check it out. And that's all the results as they've come in. Just waiting for Captain's stream to pop off, and we will get that shared in the thingy description. Here is Pooh375 as well, because they've got a world record on stunts, and I've never heard of them on PlayStation. This is unacceptable. They need to get added. It's a bike track, but still. And Cyanix, who's this dude? With a glide start. Never heard of either of them. I'm going to have to do some research. I swear they're relatively new. Apologies, just to go back to the stunt stuff for a second there. I just saw names I've never seen before on my stunt spreadsheet for world record. Who's Racoria as well on Trench 3? Who are these people? They've uploaded the videos. He's not online. I think James can get an invite, Cat.
Yeah, I'm trying to get James, but he's not showing online for me.
Okay, I'll have a little look through my friends list. And is he on Discord or not?
Yeah, he's in the other party, so I just can't.
Have you started streaming yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, if you've not, do you want to quickly pop across and give him a shout?
No, I have James.
Right, I'm not going to miss the race, Captain. I am just going to pop across and start of the party and tell James to show online.
He's in it. James made it.
Okay, lovely. That's a brilliant. Lovely, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just make a note of these 3 names I need to look up and add on PlayStation for stunts. This isn't acceptable. I don't know them. I don't like it. They can become part of my community. little chat with mobbing and such and figure out who these people are. Because people don't get world records unless we know them really in stunts. It's too small.
Yeah.
Like, they are on bikes, so we don't pay as much as... He's got one on Recoria as well. Is that Res... I thought Rezkio had it. He's Japanese. Interesting. Okay, more information has been revealed. Right. My detective work. I'm just gonna... Well, I just more want to make new friends that I can bring into my community.
Yeah.
Who's this Pooh 3? Where are they from? There's... No, looks English. Thanix. That's in English too. Okay, right then. Got some adding to do later. Hello, Joseph. How you going, fella? Did get you added earlier, so we will get you involved in this sort of stuff not too far down the line. And my boy, Kakuna.
Ha!
Entering with I love you, Foxy.
Good luck, everyone, from Nugget, who is also in this quarterfinal, sorry. I do believe.
There is Captain Stream Grip.
Good luck from Xiffy.
Stop it. Oi from Rizzer in the chat.
Good luck to round 3 from Kelly H. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe, hit the notifications.
Yeah, it does really help. Just push us up a little bit, the algorithm, and get some new eyes upon it so we can get more people watching and involved in the future. And like, between myself and Captain and then all the people we do have dealings with and racing with, there is just about every form of racing covered.
Oh, yeah.
Whether we cover it ourselves or we put you in touch with somebody else that does. Oh, that was a bit of a squeak as I sucked a little hard on my hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate this time, Fox. You'll be in bed by 10.
Oh, no, I have to. It's my stomach, so I do put coffee in it, but yeah, I can't drink too, like, it's hot drinks and stuff that seems to settle me a bit more. Do you know the track names for the non-contact ones I'm looking for? You are looking for Kill Devil Cove and Sprunksville Roval are the two non-contacts. Which one's a catch-up off Captain? I'll have a quick look at the list. But yeah, Sprunksville Roval and Kill Devil Cove are the non-contacts. Not this. This is still the quarter-final tournament stuff, Joseph. Unfortunately, this is the event that's still going on from earlier. This is just the third stream of the day. I'm racing the next lobby. But like I say, Captain has got an announcement coming soon for the next event coming from himself. So in this lobby, we have Danish Power, the Caveman, My Juicy Ass Hurts, the Vape Nation, Lyrium, or the Vape Dimension, Lyrium Ghost, Exify, Nugget, Love the Dog, Tankbuster, Killer, Turbo Trucker, Thomas Lux, DPG, 7Z, Hotring Vader, Rizzer, Winston Wolf, Alex, Mad Trevor, and the reserve Robert Grace James is stepping in to replace Dr. Strange Nation, who we could not find online. Yep, Joseph, tomorrow will be the day that you'll get a couple of invites off me to a couple of Hot Ring lobbies if you're on. Like I say, I'll pop in a lobby even if I'm not doing that racing myself, just to get you an invite in there so you can go meet some of the fellas. Get a couple of the more regular Hot Ringers added. And the no catch-up ones, Esco, are Indianapolis Speedway and Lametta, just in case you want to give them to a little run as well.
We go. Good luck all. Captain Mousecop, very good second place this afternoon.
Oh, sticking with Rizzer. It's Lyrium Ghost on the horn. It has shut off now. And again, little pip. Rizza responds.
Just got the brakes on a little touch. Riz just coming through the gap there, and DPG left it open there. Just behind Winston Sevens there.
Yeah, it looked like DPG just had a tiny little bit of the ass kick out and left the door open for us. A bit of bumping on the inside, but everybody stayed.
Came through that gap there. Wow.
Ooh, bit of a slide on Hotring Vader, but he nicely corrected that. Ooh, bit of maybe brake checking from DPG there. Winston Wolf getting a little bit up his ass and giving him a bump boost. And wow!
Guys catching
that
Riz
was
there,
lag.
Ooh.
They disappeared as soon as they hit him. That was Lyrium Ghost and somebody else coming right through him. Riz getting all sorts of unlucky there because they didn't actually smash through him.
Deed of Ape Dimension got taken out there by Killer. Not sure what Killer was doing there.
It's plenty of time to get himself back into the mix. We'll take a little bit of the pressure off Rizza, let him focus in, and we are going to go step on to the man of the hour who stepped in late notice, Robert Grace James. Bit of a community favourite in the hot ringing circle. No worries, Joseph, and I'll catch you tomorrow, fella.
Move off Riz and go take our first look at my juicy ass.
Looks like James had a bit of a coming together with someone, maybe just during the
Tankbuster getting hit
down in last.
Tankbuster got hit then, I think, from behind. GCS up the inside there.
Still holding 15th place at the moment. We are just going to move forward a bit. We'll go have a look around Tank. I think we're just trying to add a couple of extra little layers onto it, Joseph, just to make it a little bit more entertaining and interesting for it. Little crash there on the inside. My boy Tankbuster's staying nice and safe. Little bit wide, but Rizza and himself both holding a line, and Tank now giving him plenty of space.
Where the hell is the caveman going?
He's racing, and they are in 10th, 9th and 10th respectively, so no lost time for them. X-Feet just running a little wide, just giving space. It's all looking good for X-Feet so far. When the sliding car, it just seems to be a little bit too much power while on the wood. Big spin on the inside. I will maybe be able to go have a little look at what happened there. Rizza's kept himself out of it, just down on the right there next to my juicy ass hurts. X-Feet comes forward, just having a little sniff at first place.
Oh, little taps out there by Lyrium Ghost and another car.
You should get your own car, Joseph. We do use customs.
Ran just with Xify on the inside. Xify taking the tight line, just edging over onto the rumble strip.
You might want two at least, one with tuners, muscles or off-roads, and then the other one with sports or something a little bit better with boosting on curbs.
Look back, packed just
XC.
there.
And the caveman in first and second here. Good clean run. We are just going to step back a little bit. We have different settings for different races. Catch up is on for this one. Next race is catch up off and then non-contact, and it rotates similar to that throughout. Some have slipstream off. Oh, well, this one doesn't have any slipstream off, but we've had different settings for different races.
Tight in the tube. 10 cars up here in the front pack.
But yeah, as Vibe saying, it is on for most of the races at the moment.
Nugget and Juicy getting a little connected there, but comes out of it okay. As we look round at the pack just behind, about 15 cars here. We have got a few just at the back, but nothing they can't make up in the last lap and a half here. Tank Buster back up now to the front of the pack.
Ape Nation just coming up behind Hotring Vader. Oh, Robert James, Grayson Rither getting a little bit close to the tube there. It wasn't Robert just ahead of Rither. There was somebody in the green car getting a little bit sideways.
Oh, Tank Buster's getting caught up again. DPG and Danish Power also having a little bit of a coming together, but nothing.
Twice behind Matt Trevor now, Tank.
Move over to 7Z from the K car crew. Just edging on the brakes there, letting.
Caveman! Oh, the Caveman just caused Danish Power, I believe that was, to go into the side of the
Hotring Vader.
Hotring Vader, and that spun, yeah, it spun thingy out.
What's happening? Are you still looking at that incident or not?
I'm just about to zoom back a little bit just to catch the name properly. So yeah, Caveman goes into Danish Power, who then goes into Hotring Vader, and Danish spins out. So
yeah,
if Danish Power comes, like there might be something for Caveman. Everybody's holding the line. Now, where can I just step back one position to two?
Move over to Lyrium Ghost.
Now. Just ahead of myself alongside. Oh, Lyrium maybe just caused that. The blue car then goes across. The Vape Nation cutting back across the next to the curves maybe causes a little contact.
Yeah, Lyrium pushed over.
It
just
was Lyrium
over.
The first time, and then a little bit later, I'm not sure if that was the Vape's fault. Oh, two people going a bit aggressive for the curb there.
Lyrium didn't wait either there.
Let's just go back.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what happened under that side over there.
So Lyrium just gets into the back end of Love the Dub a bit, who slams in. That's Lyrium that caused that tube incident. But then the Vape Nation gets up the back of somebody else just before into the final run-in. My juicy ass Hertz might have a little complaint there. He just lost out on a load of points and positions, but again, this is for people to come forward with their complaints. But I'm just calling it as I see it, not me.
Fox, go watch my stream and watch the left-hand side of that run to the line and see what happens to Killer and with the guy that won the race.
Just scrolling back. Trying to spot Killer.
Orange cars, both orange. Rumble strip, last 150 metres.
Oh, yeah, he was behind. They were both on the curbs. Devate, I saw that. I thought they were both just being a bit
pushed over to the left and bashed Killer off.
A bit too hard, yeah.
Yeah.
But say I'm not 100% sure because he's not quite alongside him either. So I'm not sure what I not being the most aware racer of all the rules that I might have feathered myself there.
Killer's probably got the run with the slipstream.
Yeah, he's got the pace to go past him with the curb.
And Dida Vape's just gone over to the left and just hit him.
And then he swings aggressively back to the centre, so it is two defensive moves, which isn't what you're...
No.
You say they can do one defensive move to
and don't cause crazy shit by doing it either.
But yeah, Esco saying he wasn't giving up that curb, that's for sure, and did sort of just slap Killer in the face with his back end a bit.
Yeah. Lyrium Ghost also caused that crash and continued forward, so...
Tube. Yeah, and that wrecked 2 or 3 other racers' race. Thingy as well. He did cause a bit of an incident for my juicy ass hurts. The dude that won.
Yeah.
And he'd got maybe good enough drive to get round them 2 corners and do well, and that'd have cost him some points.
Yeah.
Like, we do get that it's tense, but you do need to stay clean because we are having to assess the situation. There are going to be, like Captain said, Mark and himself. Well, Mark this time, because Captain's not going to have the time between the 2 races to assess 2 lobbies. Everything. And he doesn't want to make decisions just on the fly as he sees it, so he's going to let somebody check it out as well.
Yeah. Anything said to me will be forwarded to Mark, or 482 Elite Gaming. Off with Riz. Getting the rubber to green.
Like to keep ourselves as much aware as possible, so if Mark then comes to Captain and asks for a bit of advice on a decision, Captain's maybe had a little look at it and had a bit of advice from me as well, so I'm being completely on the fence as much as I'm in it.
Yeah.
I am just calling it as it happens rather than assigning blame.
On board with Riz at the second. Just
Danish power just and cutting the corner a little bit much on that one with all 4 wheels, but then back to just cutting 2
James
on the corner bit, so that's fine. Sticking to their lines nice and clean, lifted up the inside. Going 7's at the slipstream. Hotring Vader does try to sandwich himself in between, stealing that slipstream away from 7, but he's not having any of it.
On board with Riz.
There's Hotring Vader coming back in Danish power. There's like a group of 7 or 8 here now. 9 maybe.
Oh, Hotring Vader up the back of Vape Dimension.
Yeah. Did he manage to get it? No, he didn't. He can see his dots spun out facing the wrong way on the map. I don't see any of the other dots falling back, waiting. Nugget coming through the middle.
Vape Dimension is ahead of Hotring Vader, so he's done himself no favours there. Yeah. Hotring Vader is, it's irrelevant of the weight because he's already behind Vape.
He's just ended up a little bit further back off this front part. See, Tankbuster just a little bit in the back of XV. That did send him into Caveman. Bit of a racing incident. They're both, well, everybody's stayed straight and true. Caveman losing very little pace. Tankbusters and XV in the party together, I know, will be talking, sharing that slipstream. Oh, Craig just gets out of the way of that, and somebody, Turbo Trucker, is waiting up there for the accident.
Someone's on the grass.
Yeah, he's waiting up for the dude. Okay. He just fucked.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, he wasn't cutting across, he was pulling over, so he didn't cause an accident. Next feet, just a little tap of the horn, letting Danish power know he's on his inside. Wise move. Sticking fully on the grey, not letting any of his car go over. Barely letting a quarter of the tyres go over. Across it, that is a little bit of lag there, but again, everybody stays nice and straight.
Group of 5 here at the front, just made the breakaway now.
Next feet, trying to just say, get him a slipstream and pull round. And do this. Is closing up on that front pack again. He's coming through. Oh, sandwich, but he did make it through nicely.
There's that chasing pack there. I'm going to have to go back into that and have a look what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm watching at the moment with Caveman, Tankbusters, Danish, Mad Trevor and that are just up ahead.
Yeah.
DPG, and then the pack has just separated a little way the front four.
The guys need to be passing on the inside. They're all passing on the outside here with the pack. They're not going to catch them.
Ghost has just got himself into the mix as well.
Guys starting to move forward just a little touch now.
Yeah, it's down the straights they're gaining a significant bit of time, and then a couple of them being a bit stubborn with that inside line.
Yeah.
Making it a little bit longer, but they are gaining lap by lap a little.
Yeah, Danish.
Depends if there's enough.
Oh, Tank Buster just coming in there again on Danish.
Oh, I think he's just come off the wall there as well. Bit of a racing incident going maybe for a gap that was a little bit too small as Danish came back in from the left a little as well.
Yeah.
Didn't quite catch it all, but that one could have been a bit more of a racing incident than anything malicious.
Let's go back up to the front of the pack and we'll go on to Robert Grace James.
That's extreme Mercedes. We'll do the same. I'm going to go forward to Mad Trevor, just so I'm like smack bang in the middle of it. I can see the front pack. I'll be able to see if they do close up from behind. Mad Trevor making a bit of a charge to try and get onto the back of the pack. One more slipstream or two from these boys. Bit of rubbing his racing from DPG on Mad. Getting down onto the inside, getting on the green a little bit aggressively there, but not gaining any time over DPG really, so he's feathering the throttle. Noticing he's making a bit of a mistake.
The five at the front have just realised they've got the gap. Can they work together
to hold it and extend? Have eased away again from Mad Trevor and things. They did appear to just be like one slipstream charge away, and it's just fallen back a little bit again. Really need to make use of it down these straights.
See Robert Grace James standing reserve, leading the pack here.
Sticking to his middle track line, so he's giving people space on the inside and outside.
Just blocking Rizzer off a little bit.
Mad Trevor's landed up a little bit on his own.
Run to the line. James is going to come on the inside. He's going to take third. Love the dub. Win Nugget second. Good result there.
Trevor getting sixth. Oh, the Vape Nation just gets by DPG on the line as well. So that back group did just close up. To pinch one of the positions there.
Oh, Gay Robot's now coming on the stream as Gay Robot. Where you at, Major Wanker?
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah, that's Major Wanker. Gay Robot.
Say Robot, lad.
No, giving his shit in the streams, like, what the hell?
It was always nice shit. Tyler Wachowski, Vetro, you're one to laugh, own up to your own mistakes, troll. I think Vetro was more having a bit of lag issue, to be honest, earlier. But I think that's going on in the Discord. Who is winning, bros? We'll see in a minute. Love the Dub just got the race win there. Nugget, Robert, Grace, James, Rizzer and 7Z were the top five. They'd managed to hold their lead from the beginning. Then we had Mad Trevor, the Vape Nation, DPG, XV and Lyrium Ghost completing out the top 10. And then this is the order. Love the Dub has an 11-point lead at the top of the playlist to the Vape Nation on 44. Nugget 38, Robert Grace James 36, 34 for XV in 5th place with a 5-point gap down to DPG. In 10th place at the moment we've got 7Z with a turbo trucker. Just 2 points behind with the Caveman. Then Hotring Vader Danish Power and Mad Trevor 3 points further back, so 5 points back from that 10th place cut-off spot. I did catch it, Craig, but not properly. It was just over to the left a little bit. Like I couldn't quite see what had happened. I heard it all though. And hello, Matt Fella.
Here we go. Sprunksville, Roval.
I think he just missed you there, Viper. Couldn't continue watching the stream without you. Yeah, he did. Viper did his at 2 PM. He was the first one up. He needed to get his out the way so he could get down to the drinking this evening. We are starting with Turbo Trucker. There is going to be the 30-second wait. You can see a lot of the guys pulling up to that outside curb. Turbo Trucker, though, deciding to come down to the middle portion of the track, so he's not going to get so much of the boost down the hill, maybe.
Here we go. Race 3, quarterfinal 3. We're on board with Turbo Trucker.
Avoiding them outside curves, maybe not feeling as confident with where the gaps in the wall are that can brick you.
We move on to Rizza.
He just gets good drive off the curb though, and keeps position ahead of BPG. A bit earlier on the brakes, loses a couple of positions. He's just settling into his race nicely, sticking with his group of racers. He brakes late to make sure he doesn't go over the wall. Nicely done and adjusted well late. Go forward on Thomas Lux. On the brakes with the yellow rimmed wheels from Thomas. Drift around, debate dimension, gets himself in a position. A couple of little taps from Thomas on the horn as he pulls himself through.
Oh, D-Debate Dimension off the wall. That wasn't lag. That one's going to hurt. Yeah, drops him down now to 14th. He comes back up past Killer.
He has third place behind Rizza and Love of the Dog. Juicy as her Thomas Lux completing out the top 5.
Good run by Thomas Lux.
Yeah. Back down the order, best lap 41.287 from Love the Dog, applying some pressure to Rizza. Rizza nice and consistent with his lines just ahead.
Major Wanker, yeah, Jow. Yeah, there is not trenchway, but there is a trenchway variant in here tonight.
Thomas looks just a little slide, gonna lose the position to my juicy ass. He'll pop forward just to try and stick with the front boys a little bit. In fact, we're going to go on to Exafy.
On board with Killer, there's about, what, 4 or 5 cars just behind Killer here.
Okay, nice. I'll pop back there after completion of the slap. 41.287 from Love the Dub as he does pop into first.
Killer with the fat wheels.
Has closed the gap on Rizard 2, slightly quicker lap times, just letting the idle revs do the work round the corner. Feeding the car through the corner, managing the pace really nicely. There's Love the Dog doing the same ahead.
Move on to Winston Wolf, just behind D-Devote Dimension.
Do the opposite. I'm going to pop back a little bit. 41.152 with the vape dimension. So he has taken a best lap, maybe closing up. Exafy as well, improving his lap down to a 2.25. Really starting to apply the pressure on to Rizza, trying to take away second place, closing up through the exit of the corner. Nice little tap at the horn. Not going to be popping back.
Just on board with Winston just behind my GCS, who just gets a little bit out of shape, and Winston takes position. On the brakes, just on the rumble strip.
Oh, Thomas Locks just late on the brakes, ends up over the wall. He is going for the quick respawn. No, letting his anger get the better of him there. No, putting down the control or quick rage quit. But we'll go back to Nugget. I think they are just going to be coming across the line, actually, so it might have been a bad time to swap. But yeah, his eye did jump in the pipe with Psycho just in between this lobby and the last one, and let him know that he'll be first reserve for one of the lobbies, sort of thing. Or he's already above the points total from one of the other second lobby, so he would be one of the 3 reserves, sort of thing.
He is he's definite reserve for one of the lobbies. It was the reserves come from the highest non-score from lobby 1 and 2, and then 3 or 4.
Yeah, that was what I assumed.
Yeah. Just gonna Love the Dub taking the lead. Exify gone past Riz. Riz just back past him again. We'll stick this battle. Love coming round to lap Alex.
41.152, still the best lap from the Vape Nation. Exafy battling with Rizza for second and third place still.
Better line there from Exify. Faster line there. Gonna come through.
Must be coming.
Gonna take third. Yeah, good run there.
Yeah, really nice stuff. Put in some. Oh! Nugget! What have you done, lad? Being a bit aggressive on the curb, he hits the green wall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, I heard the car. I heard something bad.
Bless him. Oh, I couldn't help but say, what have you done, lad?
Oh, Jesus.
Not taking the mick. But I've not seen us just getting a little bit too aggressive for an extra clip of curb, maybe. Now, Tyler, play it nice on my stream, lad. Take it to Discord. We don't know if Vetro's here. I don't like trash talking behind people's backs. He's in the Discord server, so you can front up to him in there.
He's definitely in my stream as Vetro, so pop on over here.
Yeah, pop on over to Captain's and have a little chat with Vetro, and I'll relay the funny bits to the wider audience.
482 Elite Gaming, that's where we are.
He's just up in my pinned post, so if you just click that link up the top, you can get straight in there.
Nugget fudged it a little. Just a little, Nugget. Just a little fudge.
Who is Tyler, Captain?
Who the fuck's Tyler?
Tyler Wachowski.
I don't know. That guy's in our stream sometimes.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the Hotring racers, but I don't remember who.
As you see, Love the Dub taking the lead. D Devout Dimension, Xiffy, Rizza Nugget, Robert Grace James, DPG 7Z, the Caveman, and Turbo Truck are rounding out the top 10.
But no, do keep it a little bit less toxic on my stream, lad. Noticed a couple of comments. I don't want to be having to mute people. It's not the way I like.
Moving on to Chiliad Race 4. Yeah, good luck from Viking, Xiffy, Rizza. That battle was great. Great drive. Absolutely. And we are on race 4 now, so Robert Grace James is a full-fledged member of the semi-final.
Yep, 3 races deep. That means he's in.
Yep.
Oh my god, I've accidentally zoomed in on my... There we go, I fixed it. I hate doing that. That one there. Minimize that one up too. Put this one there. Can see both chats that way. Oh, nicely done. I was going to get there myself on. And we'll just go with a hide as well. Oh, it's your stepdaddy, that's who it is. But yeah, there's no need to be a little bit toxic, pissing off some of my mods and shit. Keep it chill. Like I say, you can deal with stuff on the Discord. Vetro is over in Captain's stream, so you can go take it to him personally rather than discussing it behind his back and letting me be the messenger.
On to Chiliad. If you look at the guys getting the set off there.
He's getting a little bit squiggly as somebody maybe just pushed him away from the cars, but he's nicely up behind Tank Busters. Side by side. Heading that all nicely. Make sure he's going to the back. Hey, Major, or Gay Robot Skellington, my man. How are you going, fella?
He's on my stream as Gay Robot, and yours is Major Wanker. Fucking. Oh, Tankbuster just tapping up the back there of my juicy ass. Getting out the way.
No, he is a racer as well, but he was getting a little bit, you know, I don't like stuff being handled like that on my stream. We're all grown-ups or playing a grown-up game anyway, so we should...
Playing a grown-up game?
Well, it is 18 plus, isn't it?
I know, but it's a game
you know
as
what
well.
I know.
Holy shit. My juicy ass is not wanting to give up that line then. Tankbuster's like, get the fuck out of the way!
Lay egg viper.
Look behind, the pack's spread out a little bit already. Just as we said though, just biding the time onto lap 2 now. Just little taps there, no need to retaliate with each other, just racing tippy-tappy. Killer just gonna have to give way and get in there, as he does.
Alex just cutting across Danish a little bit. Danish doing the wise thing and getting out of the power. causing any incidents. Hotring Vader just again cuts across. Lyrium Ghost gets away maybe with being a bit punted off the track, just stepping away from coming together. XF nicely gets himself just into the middle, nice and straight. We've got Tank Busters on curbs on the left, just ahead of my juicy ass. 7Z just to the right with Mad Trevor, Killer, XF, Caveman, Robert Grace James, Ty, Hotring Vader did get a little bit aggressive. He may be responsible for that spinning car. Just with the way he cut across the track, it caused other people to step on the brakes. A little bit of a check of that one out as it carries on. Alex steps away from the nose of the car he nearly came into contact with there. Straight. A bit of bumping from Lyrium on Killer, just trying to get to the boost. They all squeeze by the tyre wall. They'll look back down the order, see who's maybe been XF has maybe been caught up in something, or maybe had to wait for somebody. He's down in 17th place with Turbo Trucker, Mad Trevor and Love of the Dub. A few people you would expect to see further up the order in that mix. That is just ahead. Yeah, it was Hotring Vader went down too aggressively to the left and it caused Dreamer to spin out. So that could be something that's picked up on.
Yeah. Killer just riding the high line up there. Cutting down now, Robert Grace James with him, Deed of Ape Dimension, Hotring Vader. My juicy ass stick into that low line there, has been there since lap 1, not giving that rumble strip up.
Well, they are out in numbers today. But we just carry on. Hello, Rug, you're always first.
Oh, something
Alex
happened there. Caveman stopping.
Look at that.
Caveman stopping to get from the guy that he just took out, and in turn he stopped in the middle of the road, and that has wiped out Deed of Vape and himself.
And Alex as well got wrapped up in that.
Oh, that was a bit of a bad one there.
Oh no, an orange car came straight through the back of Alex. Who's the orange car?
There's a couple of them.
Killer did catch him. I think that is lag and he is waiting for him. I can see that in the stream. That's all good.
Yeah.
That'll have taken care of itself and Alex back in the mix. Just realising that the Australian internet connection just caught Alex in the ass.
Killer's not Australian.
Isn't he?
No, he's American.
Oh, fucking hell!
Oh, your mic's going weird.
Oh, is it? Let me fix that.
Oh, little squashes will go across the line, but everyone seems to have gotten through there.
Let me just adjust back further so I can have a little bit more
Still
of a
doing
view
it,
of
Fox.
this. Hold on. I don't know what's going on, man.
Just control any charging. Staying on board with Nugget 137.
That any better?
Yeah.
Lovely. Just haven't plugged it in again. Enough. Oh god, the submarine. The stream saying it's the submarine mic again.
Yeah.
Winston Wolf getting some good slipstream down the straight, just feathering his throttle nicely so he can hold position rather than go for overtakes here. Little bit of rubbing his racing. Somebody goes past James, I think it was Danish Power, just brushing his back end against James's nose lightly, and then Alex 7Z a little bit of rubbing again. Alex just easing up to get the boost. DPG holds that really nice. If he'd have stayed in the full power there, he could have maybe ended up getting punted off the track. Instead, Winston able to just continue. He's holding his line on the curve as long as possible.
The guys are coming down from the right-hand side.
First, it's DPG. Oh, somebody flipping and spinning across the line there at the end. But, oh. Let's go Winston from Rug. Rug knows Winston. Do race together occasionally. Top 5, DPG, Winston, Robert, Grace James, Killer and Alex, Nugget XV, 7Z, Thomas Lux and Mad Trevor complete out the top 10. Dank Busters, I think he's had a bit of a hard time. Craig, man, clip it. Save the video, like I say, send it to the 482 Gaming on the Discord, lad, or if you want to, send it to me and I'll quickly get it sent across.
Captain Prick now, he's coming up on my stream, is he? Dingy Doppler, Captain Prick. Okay. Well,
yeah, he just got hidden on my stream.
Yeah, we'll just hide you on my stream as well there, my friend.
Like, stop, we don't mind a bit of joking and joshing around,
Dr.
but you do have to...
That's Green Thumpy.
You do have to be relatively respectful, and there is shit going on in the world, so, you know, play nice.
Mate, off the record and not for it too, but we're on a stream now. That guy is the scum of the earth.
There we go. Like, just behave yourself. Like, it will affect you being invited to stuff in the future as it grows. Like...
Just remember, mate, we know exactly what you say to people in lobbies and what you want to tell people you want to do to the kids and kill them, so just be careful.
Yeah, that's one of the guys, you know. Not saying no names, but we know we've had similar in our community and dealt with it.
Just be fucking careful. And Betro, you want to distance yourself as far away as possible from people like him. Let's move forward onto the next race. Perfect. On board with Love the Dub. Oh, a bit of a slow start from Love, just missed the get-go.
That's sorted out. Again, it is something you can maybe, being at the back, just use to your advantage, just to stay out of the early drama.
Yep.
what have I done with my grinder? And I'll just adjust what I say, because it will definitely affect whether you get invited to my events in the future. I can't so much speak to Captain, but being a trolley pick don't get you nowhere around me, is all I'm going to say.
Love the dub just on the top there, still just behind. We are going to move up. Who we're not taking a look at yet. We will go on board with Mad Trevor. Good, best thing you can do, Vetro.
Right, there we go, settling in. Love the dub, really up to pace now. Got a couple of positions.
Oh, juicy, just juicy, causing that accident on Trevor, on Thomas, on Killer.
And then somebody backing out of the power, just causing a couple of extra little incidents there.
Juicy just needing to watch that speed as they're coming up the inside there.
Yep, that's correct, Alan. 200 for first, 150 for second, 80 for third, 50 for fourth, and 20 pounds or dollars or whatever your currency is to the equivalent value for fifth place, but it's not awarded today. That's another 2 weeks down the line. This is the quarterfinals, lobby 2. 2 more lobbies today, or 1 more lobby today. This is lobby 3, sorry. And there will be other events you can potentially sign up to in the future. So just because you've missed this event doesn't mean you've missed out on everything coming from 482 Gaming. That's Captain Holt. He's here in the party with us.
Yep. Just watching Turbo Chuck and James taking the wall, getting the speed.
A bit of a risk going with a bit of a wall grind, barrier grind thing. It can brick you. I bricked on that earlier in the week. Not a very nice wall. We haven't chipped in anything as racers and stuff like that. It is Captain's sponsorships, and then a friend has helped chip in a little bit more to up the fund. Somebody from the community. They don't want to be named from what I've heard, so I can't reveal nothing else. I've not been told.
No, yeah,
so
I was going to shout them out thanks to one of our sponsors who doesn't want to be named, but does race within the community. You'll know them all very well, so we do appreciate them.
That was what I was saying. They are in the community. They've just helped bump up the prize fund because they really appreciate the stuff Captain and 482 are doing. And then we are looking at ways that we can do, like, slight driver sign up or something like that for different events, just to have more money available throughout the year as well for different competitions as well on both sides.
Yeah.
That Alan really appreciating, and this isn't the first time. This is what, the third competition, Captain, with good money on the line you've done?
Oh yeah.
So I think Captain at this point has put up 2,500,
something close to being
2,000
like
at least.
Yep, $2,000.
And then it's just going to get bigger for the next one he's announcing at the end of, well, maybe this week, or, like I say, I'm not pushing him to it, but I know the announcement's coming soon. For the summer big event with some nice monies on the line. Again, I'm not going to reveal the finer details of that, but some nice stuff on the way.
Absolutely. Just on board with Danish Power, just the front pack here.
Just to the right of my guy. Love the double. It's all handled nicely. Sips through. Just tapped back to the left at the right time. It's getting a little bit squiggly as he squeezes through another small gap, but gets away with it. Sent my voice all a vibrator.
So I'm going to break into tune there.
So I thought about it.
Moving over to Tank Buster. Up the wall, Nugget thought about it, don't get in the way. Tank Buster's got the run, gets out the way nicely. Tank Buster just having to be careful with the guys coming. He's got to make his mind up there. It's one, it's the other. Ooh. Really got to commit to the line you're running around these bends. If you're going up, you're going up. You can't be last minute changing. We will move away
just
from
on
Tank
the
Buster,
right and left. Juicy Ash just playing it a little bit risky, but XV maybe, and XV is doing well. He's taken the advice I gave him earlier, because I did warn him that he did maybe have a little bit of a lag bubble on him, and I could see him there really trying to adjust his throttle a little bit more than he was earlier in the week and stuff. So he's learning quick, picking his pace up nicely, and learning how to just adjust to his internet compared to other countries and connections across the world nicely. It's what you do like to see. Drivers adjusting nice and quick. He's on the curb, so he is going to maybe get the position over Love.
DPG is looking like he's going to take a second win.
In the middle.
No,
XFE nicks it. Oh no, it does still so. DPG got it initially. We'll see. He did have good distance on him, but coming across from the left, maybe it triggered a little later.
It was XFE.
Fair play, lad. Feathering your throttle at the end there saved yourself maybe having to wait for a slight spin out you'd have maybe caused in practice. That bit of advice I gave you in the park chat really playing dividends.
XFE gets the win just over DPG.
Nice stuff. 24.140 to a 24.248. Top 5 XV, DPG, Thomas Lux, Nugget, and 7Z. Little scroll. Just making sure I get the points a bit further down as well. 10th place at the moment is Winston, with the Caveman on the same points just behind him, 49.
And then
for
Alex
Turbo Trucker as well on 48, and
Trevor 45.
And it's only 13 points back to Tank Busters, so he is still in the mix.
But then you go up there, you
Chiller
go up
as
from
well.
Caveman,
37.
and you go up Thomas Lux. 7
Yeah,
and
there's
6
a few
is only
people
on
still
71.
in the mix. Yeah, there's a few people still in that mix.
Oh wow! Here you go, Wanker. Here's the Trenchway equivalent.
Exactly, Rog. I like it when the boys in my group do well. I don't try to show too much favouritism, and I do manage to rein it in on the streams for the commentary, but I can't help feel a little bit proud he followed my advice just a touch. Just feather the throttle a little earlier so you don't ram somebody up the ass accidentally with a lag hit. Yeah. That was literally all I had to say to the lad, because I just noticed he had that little 1/2 foot, 2 foot bubble around him.
Yep, I ain't got time to grab a drink, I do.
I noticed it when he had the little incident with Shadow blazing. Nugget is saying in the chat, my bad Danish power, I didn't see you, or I saw you at the last second. I'm sure that can be nicely cleaned up, Nugget lad. But yeah, XV is doing nice. Do want to just have another quick look at the points just so I can run through the table properly. So we do have XV leading the way on 103 points, a 6-point lead to DPG. Love the dub. 1 point or 2 points behind that, a little bit further back to Nugget, and then the Vape Nation. 7Z, Rizza, Robert, Grace, James, Thomas Lux, and Winston completing out the top 10 for now. But as we've said, all the way up to 6th place, it is all in the mix. It's just under 20 points between 6th and 10th, and there is half the playlist left to go. I think all the way back, at least down to Danish Power from that initial top 17, and quite easily crank up enough points, start challenging for them spots potentially if they have a clean run from this point forward.
We have lost Lyrium Ghost, who has retired from the event.
Okay. Oh, Robert Grace James getting a little bit unlucky, getting caught in an instant, then getting a little bit flipped upon his roof. No, James, don't let me swap just in case. Robert did just stop there after landing, so I'm not sure if he is going to be carrying on. He seems to be back up and moving now. Just wanted people to pull away from him after letting the frustration out a little bit. Maybe Killer or somebody in the party going, come on lad, we've got this. Don't let it get you. He is in the top 10 at the moment, so he's got plenty to play for and plenty of this race to go with it happening nice and early. He's going to, another mistake there that I did just catch. Can catch the names of that if I just do a little bit of rewind. It was already a pre-slide by DPG all on his own, and Turbo Trucker had nowhere to go other than straight through him. Nothing he could do with that. Winston gets through nice and clean. Winston just out the power, making sure he doesn't cause any further incident there for the Vape Nation. We are just going to take a bit of pressure off. We'll go on to Turbo Trucker so we can see the front pack a little bit cleanly. A couple of people coming off the tube aggressively off the jump. Didn't look like it caused any further issues for this front pack. Top 5, Love the Dub, XV, Thomas Lux, Nugget and 7Z. Tank Busters down in 13th. A little bit further back, but hoping that there's enough time to pick up the pieces.
Nicely off the jump, Love the Dub, Dida Vape just up the inside there. Everybody seems
Yep, there can be crossovers and evening airing. But it does take there to be quite a big gap for it to cross over at this one point on the jump.
Yeah, this will be the most craziest track we have in the champs. Semis and finals next week will be pure
Caveman,
racing.
I think, got a little tap on the ass by Winston Wolf and ended up coming across the track. Everything stayed nice and clean overall. Buster has picked up the pace and got himself up into 6th place. It's all got a bit wonky. Turbo Trucker managed to come out of that, as does the guy he had initially collided with in the air. Dude, they both landed on might not be best pleased, but he was already on his stop.
Alex is lagging a bit. He's going to have to be careful. Oh, he's lagging on Love's screen because Love didn't see him.
Tank Busters, fastest lap, 49.964. That was what got him back in the mix.
Keep an eye on Alex a second, he is lagging.
Yeah. There he is on the inside. He does maybe want to go to the outside or heavily feather his throttle if he's on the inside to make sure he doesn't cause any incident.
I can tell he's lagging because everyone...
Oh, yeah, and I think he just maybe caught Danish Powers back in there.
Yeah, because other cars are having to put the brakes on for him, around him, on their screen. He's jumping as well. Oh, Love just on the back of Winston. Dida Vape Dimension, I think he got caught up in that. Is Alex still going? Yeah,
it's the Vape Nation. Alex does appear to still... Oh, yeah. I think somebody pulled over to the right, thinking it's their fault. But Alex is still going, and he was the one that caused the incident overall, I think.
Yeah.
Bit of a landing bump. Someone saw them spin out as well just after that incident on the jump.
Mad Trevor coming around the outside of Alex.
The Dub, Winston Wolf, Rizza, Exafeet, and the Tank Busters complete out the top 5. It must be somewhere around the halfway point in the race.
Oh, Hotring did very well to control that, bouncing off Trevor. That was really, really well done.
James doing really well to get himself back up into the mix after shaking his early frustration. He definitely put the control down for a second. I had to switch off just in case it was a swift rage quit coming in. James, not one to rage quit, but still can't take the risk as a spectator because it sucks me out with them. We've had that happen a couple of times, but it's not.
Oh, Seven's out off the inside of the wall again. Again.
Oh, we saw that earlier, and it was not good for 3 or 4 people.
The track is so wide.
I know, the boys making me proud, Rug.
Killer.
Winston just getting up the ass a little bit of Caveman. They both corrected that really nicely in the air. I love the Dub getting a little bit squirrely on landing. And Mad Trevor just getting out of the ass of Winston Wolf in time to save any spin out. Buster just holding back in 14th at the moment. We've got a big crowd of cars here. I don't know how many are quite in this mix. I'm with Winston Wolf again, and he's in 11th. There's Turbo Trucker. There's Thomas Lux on the inside. We've got Exafy battling with Alex for the lead at the moment.
Riz just losing the back end, stepping out a little touch, giving Lovely Dub and Danish to get through.
Held it though and got in the slipstream nicely. Winston just making Riz a feather a little bit and step off the power just before the jump. Big air from Riz sees him back up to first.
Yeah.
My juicy ass hurts, gets a little bit of a spin out, but the green car that did slightly cause it, it was more of a landing incident rather than a heinous error killer. A little bit aggressive just coming through, but he holds that really nice. If his car didn't even react to the little tap, showing that was very lightly done. Nicely controlled by Kit. Oh, but that was just really, I think that was unfortunate. Both of Love the Dub a little bit aggressive in coming through the gap that was there, but then Killer came in for the slipstream at the same time. Just really bad timing. Love did get off the power and try and wait for Killer there as well, but I don't know how.
If he took another win there.
Oh, I need to just rein it in a little bit. Can't be celebrating my boy too much, but nicely done, lad. Keeping it nice and clean in the event, lad.
Oh no, my juicy ass!
No, my juicy ass just pips it 0.095 to 0.107. Just steals it away, maybe just a little bit close to the centre of the checkpoint. Getting it to trigger that a little bit earlier. We need to have a little scroll it through, see how things played out in the end.
Good win, Juicy from Vetro Slim.
Tank did get the fastest lap. It did end up in 12th place. My Juicy Ass, XV, Rizza, Nugget and Turbo Trucker are the top 5. Winston, Mad Trevor, DPG, Danish Power and Thomas Lux were the top 10. Have a little scroll through. Turbo Trucker now just fallen out. Oh, I think Winston was there, but it's now a 3-point gap. They were on. It's closed up, but he's gained points on someone because he had 3 points over somebody. They were on the same points.
That was a good victory.
Caveman. It was Caveman.
My Juicy Ass was bottom of the table and now up to, what, 12th, 13th with that win. Big smiley face from Xify on my stream there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a smiley face or is it a blow my nose? I can't tell it. What the hell's that fucking emoji doing? I don't know, but good job, Xify. Keep it up. He's got a
great win, Juicy, from Vetro. Feel bad for Tankbuster. Yeah, I do a little bit. Looks like he's having a bit of a bad run. Right now you're doing nice and comfortable. Maybe try and look after him in these last couple of contact ones and stuff a little bit if you can, XP.
Hotring Vader the drunk, serious. Okie dokie. Opinions are what make the world go round.
And again, huge thank you to everybody for tuning in across all of the streams and both streams at the same time today. It's hugely appreciated.
Move on to race 7. La Mesa. Catch up off. We did see a 79, I think, today from Shadow Blazing, I want to say.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like I've just hit 400 subs. Thank you. Official pointing out hasn't quite refreshed for myself yet.
Nice.
But massive thank you for that as well. We will have to do something when I have a bit of time as a subscriber special. because I missed the 300 one and I feel bad for that. You know, I have hit the other two, so I should stick with it. Every milestone's a milestone worth celebrating.
Yep.
Amber Dawn, yay! Exactly, Amber. Got to celebrate them all. And come on, Kush guys, you all got this. Need to get the American language correct. Very nice, man. Smashing it, if I'm honest. I am. I've been doing very nicely over the past few weeks.
Rizzo got taken out there.
Oh, he's doing all right in the playlist, so one bad race isn't going to seem too bad, but it might start to make it a little bit more tense. Oh, my juicy ass getting all sideways, and unfortunate for Hotring, Vader does just get caught up in it, and my juicy ass as well. Again, they just come together, and my juicy ass, are they going to make the jump? Hotring Vader barely, my juicy ass no. So that win in the last race now a little bit, fortunately, to waste. It's going to be really hard to catch up on this track with no catch up.
Same for Riz.
Yeah.
First corner fuckery.
That was a little bit dirty, really unlucky. I am going to just go back on the stream and see what happened to Shadow. So he got spun out by somebody. He ended up coming together with Hotring as he just straightened out. Hotring hit his ass, and that sent Shadow in, oh, not Shadow Blaze in. My juicy ass hurts, yeah. Just straightened out, he hits my juicy ass in the ass, he then hits that black and white wall. As they then both straighten up on the boost pad, he spins my juicy ass out again, so he can't make the jump. But that, like, nothing to do with them two. I just need to work out who the incident was with my juicy ass.
Yeah. Just on board at the minute with D Vape Dimension.
It was my juicy ass just cutting across Craig a little bit and spinning himself out on the nose to my eye a little bit. But again, like, I'm just calling it as I say it. I'm not actually buying for. Yeah. It's just so Captain can piece it together as they then go.
Just on board Xiffy, just holding first.
It's
nice
a big
airtime.
pack, this is as well. We did not see this in the previous race. It was like a group of 6 that pulled away. We're in. Oh my, I'm with Danish Power.
Just with D Dimension just behind the leading pack here.
In 11th. Just having fallen out of slipstream range, Danish Power. Just avoiding the curbs a little bit more. Bit of a slip on the wood. What tyres are you using, lad? They seem a little bit slidey. Could have been a little bit of lag displaying on the car, just to, well, the spectator lag. There is Mad Trevor just ahead. We are going to just skip forward a little. Up to Dub. Just being passed on either side by Mad Trevor and the Vape Dimension. Ace James just on the inside, nicely reapplying the power as he comes through the corner. Oh, no, mine's not. Yeah, mine's one of my PC boys. Yeah, we've had a lot of trolls recently, so I can understand. But no, just whenever I do end up saying his name, I keep saying it. But you'll be back in like 300 seconds, mind. And as my guys get to know you, I've been in a party chat with you as well. So in fact, we can clear that up for the future so people know who you are. I know you're a decent lad from PC. No, it's all good, Psycho. I fully understand and fully appreciate the level of protection my mods are giving me. and I can easily fix that. I have chatted to Mind in a party, so I can trust him with a bit of moderatorship as well on the channel, so that will then save any of that. People know he's not a
James getting aggressive there.
troll, just pushing through a little bit, holds his line though, causes no issue. It's with Killer as well, it's two racers that know each other very well. He's still very much in the mix. He's still just holding first place on them right side curbs. Thomas looks just getting a bit more speed on the left side. No, there's a brake boost there somewhere just before the finish line, but I've not been able to quite get it myself. But no, I did end up saying my juicy ass about 5 times back to back, and it always happens every time I say it. You did get a bit of a pounding though, so it's understandable. Just coming up the back a little bit there, Killer, a little bit close to Mad, but again, two racers that do know each other well. It's starting to separate a little bit. Love the Dub, XP, Thomas, Lutz, Robert, Grace, James and Winston are the top 5. Vape Nation just breaking into the top 6, trying to get by. Winston Wolf on the outside, he does so really nice and cleanly. Oh, little tap from Winston, showing him
left
the line. Okay, Tank maybe having had a bit of enough. He has had a couple of big incidents, so maybe realising it's a little bit too late. Yeah, it's always good to have a juicy ass somewhere, even if it hurts a little bit.
Oh, Thomas Lux getting caught there. Oh, two cars.
Oh, Exafy getting spun out a little bit there, I believe, as well, just coming in to the side. Tankman, like, we can, if you do want to send it in, we are taking note of drivers and stuff like that, lad.
Oh,
but I do understand it hasn't just been 1 or 2 races, it's been 3 or 4, and that's when it gets a little bit much. And it is sometimes better to step out rather than letting your frustrations then make you hit other people, sort of thing.
I don't know what happened there on that start line. I was just a little bit back, but Thomas Lux got wiped out. Can't work out what's going on there. We're going to have to just come back to that. I think we're onto the last top bend now. Riding on board with D the Vape Dimension just in front. Love the Dub. D the Vape's going to make his move around onto the left now. We have Robert Grace James.
Oh, just keeping on the back of
looking
Love the
across.
Dub.
This is going to be
curbs.
Here comes the Vape down
on the
to
left.
the
He
run
gets
line.
the curb. Love the Dub though with that extra boost down the slope. I think just pinches it.
Killer takes a good third. I think he needed that. James in there as well. The Vape, love the Dub. Winston Wolf also up there in the top 5 or 7, I do believe.
But no, Amber, Tank will be all good. Like, me and Tank, we're in parties most days and stuff. He'll be nice and chill by the time I get in a party with him for my race. Again.
Dub with another dub. Nothing new by Vetro. Yep. Let's take a look down the points. Well, they're shucking things up a little bit there. Getting a little bit closer. Xiffy still with the lead. Love the Dub second. Nugget, DPG, D Vape, Rizza, Robert Grace James, Winston, Thomas Lux, and Sevenzet round out the top 10. 10-point gap there to Mad Trevor, Turbo Chucker Cave, and Mad UCS and Killer.
Oh, thank you, Amber. Do try to keep it nice and entertaining when I can. Yeah, XV. Maybe talk to Killer in private. He is a very respected member of the community, really. So maybe that would be why Kuna will just be saying, stepping up in defence of his friend.
Yeah.
They know each other really well. Killer might be having a bit of a bad time. And Kakuna, he's my Pokemon. Exafy, do not he's my Pokemon! He's a good lad. You're both good lads. He's just defending his friend. He just knows Killer well. They're in parties a lot. So don't take it personally. And Kakuna, be nice with my boy Exafy as well. He's new. He's a bit younger. But Exafy, just be careful who you pick your battles with a touch. Have a word with me first.
If you do have a problem, XFE, then private message with the video evidence. Don't just go slinging out shots everywhere. Amber Dawn with a hug it out and then a quick deletion of the message in Discord. Here we go. On board with my juicy ass.
Big start from my juicy ass.
Yeah, he got well away there.
He just fucking gone. Got himself a good second or two lead just through the first corner there. Has all shortened up with catch up in the airtime there. Yeah, Kakuna as well. Is XV. I'm in a party with him regularly now, and I know he is a good lad. Like I say, he just doesn't know the guys as well. Killer maybe just gone a little touch aggressive on one move there. He's not usually a bad racer at all. I've never had an issue with Killer myself. But then as aggressive drivers, because Killer can be a little bit of an aggressive driver, but so can yourself, and that's then where some issues can come about too, as the aggression clashes.
I'm just rewatching it now.
See, here, Captain is checking it out. Through nicely, my juicy ass cuts up the inside really nice, and Thomas looks feathering that throttle to make sure no issue with the. Let's just pop back a touch. I think we want to go back to like my exit. Maybe he's underneath, so he is alone, so we maybe do want to just pop back up above. Apologies for the double switch there. It does seem like we've got ourselves a bit of a better position to see more of the action. 7Z playing it nice and carefully, little dab of the brake so he doesn't go into the back of Turbo Trucker.
Oh!
Big smash underneath. Can see a couple of cars spinning out below.
As if he cut down there on the black car and sandwiched him in the road.
Ooh.
It wasn't a malicious. It was just three cars will not go into one.
No.
Looking back on this Killer incident, if I'm going to be fair with everybody, Killer holds a line down the road. Thomas Lux comes from the right onto the rumble strip. Rumbles left to right, right to left. Gets caught on Killer's car. Killer has no time to brake, and Thomas comes across the front of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit more, that's what I'm saying, XV, that was maybe a bit more of Thomas as well. Three drivers being a bit aggressive, Killer being a bit aggressive in holding his line and not giving the extra space to, maybe two. Which is a combination of events, and then that just saw you getting wrapped up in it this time, unfortunately.
Killer's left. Killer, there's probably lag, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Killer doesn't rage quit either.
No. No, and like I say, in the year and a half, 2 years, I have known captains guys. They are 99% of the time a clean bunch. There are incidences and stuff like that, but it's usually cleaned up. The guys in the party pull over and wait for each other and stuff like that. Like they're like our group. They're close friends as well. Like they look out for each other and stuff like that. So really don't take offence to Kakuna, and Kakuna don't take offence to Exify, because I like you both. Both good lads. And we will get a little bit more crossover going. A little bit of a tap of the horn from 7Z to Nugget, returned nicely. Coming up the inside of 7Z, nicely feathering and letting off the power so he doesn't go into the back of Rizza. Using Rizza's slipstream to just hold position over 7Z. Nicely done by 7, not causing any issue with Exify. Gets on the curbs and holds his line. It keeps true to this right side curve, not coming into Danish power. Oh, 7Z really unlucky landing on the back of Exify. Exify really nicely does weight up. Was not really his fault, it's just landing with the slipstream, but he maybe feels they can both catch back up.
Killer, we think Killer has lagged out.
Really appreciative of it. Next thing, maybe just doing a little bit of community reparation there as well, in showing he's not trying to be a dick. He did just maybe get things a little wrong.
Yeah, I think it was
racing with the community. Yeah, I know Exify does enjoy the Hotring stuff and isn't wanting to upset the wrong people either.
No,
He's really enjoyed this past couple of weeks.
They just said in the party that Killer's microphone sounded weird and then he left. So I think that was lag that probably caused the prior crash. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's probably lagged out, robot voiced, and then lagged out.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that little lag bubble was around him at the La Mesa crash there.
7Z and Exify are trying to work together here.
Love the dub.
Gaining good boost down the straight using the curbs. Good brake boost from Exify as well over the curbs.
Winston's got the run, has he? Winston's gone a little bit too high.
Exify knows he's done all right throughout the playlist. Again, just maybe trying to do a little bit of. Yeah, that was. I'd say it was overly fair. It was the slipstream pulled 7Z over the top of him. If the slipstream wasn't as powerful in the air, then 7Z wouldn't have landed on top of him. It'd have been just behind. So it was more slipstream's fault. I'd say it was very fair of Exify just to wait with him pulling ever so slightly to the right as well, just so he was in line with 7Z.
Win for Trevor. Thomas looks second. Alex third. Love the dub. My GCS. Winston, D. DeVape. Robert Grace James. KSDH and Turbo Trucker running out the top 10. 105 from D. DeVape Dimension. As we look down the table now. Love the dub taking it back.
Does it just take the lead? Exify, Nugget, DPG, and DeVape Dimension complete the top 5. Back in 10th place is Winston. Trevor 2 points ahead with Robert Grace James and Rizza on 107 as well. 92 points for 7Z in 11th. 85 for Turbo Trucker. Alex on 84. 82 for My Juicy Ass. So it is still quite tight back there.
It was Alex on Trenchway, was it, that didn't wait?
Yeah.
He hit them and took them out and didn't wait yet. Let me find that.
Like it might be lag, but that to my eye was what I saw at the time when I was watching it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to go back through the incident now and yours as well so we can...
Yeah.
I can tell Mark where to look at these times.
So no ill intentions, however, XP didn't have any reason to turn right. Yeah. Like I say, that's what made it a little bit questionable, but the slipstream is what pulled Sevens out over the top of him too. So it is that light grey area. And it is like if somebody lands on top of you, then it's slipstream and racing sort of thing is the way captain's looking at it, more for the in-air and landing stuff. Unless it's a massive aggressive pull to the right, it was gentle. We've seen people rubbing together a little bit in the air with nothing major happening. But you are fair to point it out, official. Like I say, it is good for other good drivers to just share a little bit of tips on how to stay that little bit cleaner. Make sure no issues arise.
Just want to say as well, Fox, thanks very much for doing this with us.
Honestly, Captain, no, again, I appreciate you saying thank you, and I really enjoy doing it as always, but massive thank you to yourself and 482 Gaming with Mark putting it all together, and that is hugely appreciated, not just from myself and my side of the community, my few boys taking part, but your whole community that you're trying to build something with, and I'm sure we'll get a few more of my boys. I know I've had quite a few of them asking about stuff coming up and that.
Yeah.
A couple of them wishing they had signed up, but they didn't quite realise that the Hotring stuff with catch-up could be quite as intense as it is sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it is suddenly intense when you're in it. It doesn't matter that you're not doing 120 miles an hour and only 100 when you're surrounded by 5 cars and you can't move left or right very much.
Exactly. The non-contact's gone. It's like, shit. Shit.
So it adds a little different element to it that you can enjoy maybe a little bit more casually for the catch-up events and catch-up races, and then fully sweat it out for the non-contact and non-catch-up.
Exactly. Absolutely. Try and grow what we've got going here. We just got a little bit spread out with a few of the guys at the back. Just I think of that first jump, there was a few issues.
Mind as well. Just sharing that he should have maybe just given it a little look back before grabbing the little bit of extra curb he went for on the XV. So again, was maybe a little bit more his fault than I'd initially picked up.
Yeah. Oh.
And yeah, there was one lap remaining at the time of the incident, so
Riz,
it did leave
with the lag there. Riz, go on, he got it.
Oh!
And then he hits the fucking wall.
Twice.
Yeah.
Listen.
Big dog spectating. Who's invited them? People sending invites out now to their friends, I guess.
Mate, don't do that if you're a bit further down the order either. Do keep it nice and clean. We've not had that in the other lobbies.
Somebody's invited friends.
And Big Dog Lad, if you are watching the streams, if you don't mind, please do very kindly fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in any mean way. You're more than welcome to message Captain to get involved in future stuff. But this one is all pre-signed up and we are already at the quarter-final stage.
THCA crew. Yeah. Need to ask them to leave from the THCA. If anyone's watching from our stream, you and that crew with them, please ask them to leave. They've obviously joined off on Alex. In the same crew, probably. Not too sure. Sticking on board with my GCS as we come around into the El Gordo section.
Stick with my boy Robert Grace James for now. Not spent too much time with the lad. He is nicely in that points mix. Ooh, just started to turn in a little earlier than Alex did. But the space given, actually giving nice space to Robert Grace James there as well, just pulling a little bit higher up the bank wall. Again, that will maybe be repairing a little bit of the damage that maybe happened between him and Killer. Good friends there, so we'll be able to show he's not trying to be a dick, just maybe misread the lag and stuff like that. Robert Grace Jones returns the favour and gives Exeter the space to get in past the tyre wall. He's chasing the brake boost. Bit of an advantage, Winston Wolf. A lot of air time. What happened to Nugget there? He just seemed to spin out on landing next to James.
On board. We're just going to move off my GCS and get on to...
I'm going to step back just a touch from... Oh, he landed on the curb and lost all traction on the left side.
Yeah.
Not good. Saves me having to look any more into it, but I believe that was Nugget.
Coming round. I think now what will be to collect for the final lap. A little look down the order. Xiffy up there again towards the front. Danish Power just over on the left. Oh, just landed everywhere. Trevor gets a good landing there off Danish Power.
Yeah, I did catch that middle one. I'll get these shared 482.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a similar run to IROC, unfortunately. It just... like, he's being quite careful himself and just getting caught up in incidents.
Guy's getting caught up there. Little bit pushy and push. Oh, there's a big crash there.
Oh, the Vape Nation gets caught up in it and then gets...
Xiffy and
Thomas
Hotring
Lux
Vader,
come up his ass.
I think, was the first two.
Thomas Lux hasn't waited there for the Vape Nation's extra spin.
No. Let's move up to the front of the pack, I think, for the last run to the
Yep,
line.
I'm just doing that as well. Caveman pulls high up the banked wall as he gets a little touch on the inside. I'm going to be able to see the majority of the run for the line here, see if there's any big incidents, and then pick it out on stream.
Oh, my juicy ass just
Right
hit up the
side,
arse
anyway.
by DPG.
I missed that because I was on the right side. It was clean my side though, Cap. I can tell you that.
Yeah, DPG's going to let my juicy ass take past him, I think. He should.
Right,
He has done, yeah. DPG's done the right thing there.
He has just clipped it all as well, so it's nice, concise little clips.
Nice.
But it's enough time so you can actually see everything that happens as well.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Tank, and apologies that, like I say, IROC seemed to have a very similar time of it in the earlier qualifier. Just it looked like IROC was getting bullied around for a couple of races. It really wasn't nice.
No.
He was being quite cautious and safe, and it was just a little bit of aggression around him. I'm not saying they were dirty racing or anything, but again, he was getting bullied. Yeah, I've just forwarded that all off to the 482 gaming account for Mark to check through.
Hey, big dog, can you leave, please? This is a private lobby. Perfect. Just went to tell him to leave and he left. Perfect. Appreciate that by Big Dog.
Nice. Thank you very much, lad.
Here we go. 17 still in the lobby. Robert Grace James in 10th place, holding a little lead over Mad Trevor, I do believe. Let's just take a look at the standings and fill you in before we go into this last race.
Have a quick
Love the
rewind.
Dub, Exiffy, Nugget, D the Vape, Rizza, Winston Wolf, DPG, 7Z, all currently, I would say, within the provisional places. Alex with a win here could do some damage, but it's between Trevor, James, Thomas Lux, 7Z, maybe.
Yeah,
Four
and
or five.
there is potential for somebody to come forward and get some points taken off a couple of people, so you never know how it plays out. Get your complaints into the 482 gaming account before the hour's up, and then stuff, and that will be updated after the final lobby, I'm guessing, or maybe tomorrow lunchtime my final lobby will be fully updated and assessed, but you've only got the 1 hour after to get your video clips in. It might take them a little bit longer to go through it all and assess it, but that's as long as you've got to submit your complaints.
Here we go, on board with Winston, lining up on the 30.
But all of yours are in tank. I just submitted all your videos to the 482 account for you, lad, so I know it won't do you any good for getting through the dinghy, but like I say, his captain is starting to take note of who's clean and all that sort of stuff.
Here we go. Just a reminder, anybody waiting for lobby 4, we will just be 5 minutes past the pre-invite stage for the lobby, but don't worry.
Yeah, I'll just give that a quick shout out on the Discord.
Yep. Here we go, and we're off. Good start by Riz on the left, and Winston Wolf will stick on board with Winston from the Cush crew for the opening lap.
Decent start, up into 3rd place. He's just getting a bit swamped. His car's take nice corner and drops back to 4th as XP Rizza come by. Then it's a nice brake boost over the crest of the hill. You can hear the engine revs really building up down the straight. None of the front guys getting caught up under the cove. Wonder if we'll see any drama like that a bit later into the race. Vape mentioned getting that brake boost, a bit of a slide on the curbs, just a little bit oversteer as he went across them, caused the slide out. Really unlucky stuff, but he held it nicely, only losing the 1 position, I believe, to Thomas Lux and my juicy ass. Nice little extra bumps Winston's getting, bit of a brake boost as he comes over the hill. It seemed to cost him a little bit of time though, one of them at least. Hold in position nice and tidy. We are going to head forward. I'm going to sit on my juicy ass so I don't have to say his name as much as the people around.
Love the Dub fighting back with Exiffy. Good battle going on here. Exiffy just hard on the brakes. Love through on the inside. Rizza taking a little gap now from Love. Love is trying to stick on his coattail though, as they all taking the inside line here on this bend. I do believe taking the road is faster. As if he just trying to keep on the back of Love. We are just going to step back. D the Vape just behind Exiffy.
Looks keeping distance really nicely here behind the Vape and Exiffy. Exiffy just gets a little bit of extra drive through and out of the corner That has allowed him to pick up the position over the vape. Thomas looks a bit of a slide. Bit of a wobble as he goes over the curves, but it's nice and gently done. Best lap so far, 130.424 from Rizza, pushing nice and hard, and he'll be around a second ahead, maybe a bit more with the first lap complete as well.
My juicy ass left.
Oh yeah, bit of a mistake. I did go to swap on him, but then I ended up on Thomas Luck, so it must have just been as I pressed X, something happened. Exafy off the barrier, spins out, corrects it quickly, is going to lose a position or two as he comes down the hill. That is Thomas Luck's a nugget on by. Looks like he's managed to hold the caveman off. It's no easy feat holding a caveman off. They're pretty strong.
We're going to go just to James, who's just behind Trevor. This is the position for 10th. Trevor and James.
Battling, yeah. So I will similarly, I'm going to go on to James.
Oh, Trevor just off the cave, giving James a chance to get the power on, and he does. Here he comes past Trevor.
Taking a little bit longer for the swap. A bit smoother through the corner, but that curb did not do the traction any good just on the completion of the corner.
Trevor fights back, just
what
taking
position
the
are these
away.
two in as well? It is 10th and 11th. 7Z just up ahead
James.
as well. He's charging back. Doesn't go with the curb though, just trusting the drive up the hill.
Fighting through for position is James. As we take a look.
Brake boost a bit heavier on the brakes, just making sure he comes through the corner nice and clean. Best lap still with Rizza. Love the Dub has shortened his time down to a 30.664 as well. And he looks like on the map he has closed up on Rizza a little bit. Trying to apply some pressure, maybe force a little mistake.
James is really applying the pressure, Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor gets lucky in the way he did that barrier grind there. It can just send you spinning. A little bit late on the brakes. Trevor running wide as well, the pressure getting to both just a touch. Whoever handles it best may well come out on top here. Nice, aggressive on the curbs from James. He did get nice landing boost. He's getting the brake boost down the hill as well. He got a couple of them over the crest and then the
James
one at the beginning of the downhill.
Pushing Trevor just ahead. James needing to get past Mad Trevor. James coming
Oh,
with the run
barrier
now.
boost!
James
The barrier
getting the run
boost!
on Trevor as we come up the line, up the hill. Trevor fighting back. He's going a little bit wide. James is going to put the power
Trevor's
on.
going for the curbs. James just powering up the hill.
James
Trevor
is just
cutting
going to get the
across.
power through. We're going to come down to the
There's
fucking
one
final
more
lap.
lap.
Yeah.
Ah! This time
James
Trevor
little
carries
bit
a bit
hesitant.
more speed. It's the same again though, Captain. He's been more hesitant through these sharper corners, but then he picks the pace up a little bit better.
Oh, running wide.
Runs wide, the
But
barrier
Trevor
not
fucked it
nice.
as well.
The time very similar between the two. They'll be having the boys in the party going, come on lads, come on as well.
James with the power back down
James
again.
with the power.
Oh,
A
James.
little bit safer through the
wrong
corner, just
line.
going a little bit too narrow. It's the way he takes that section, but then look at the way he gets back on the power a little bit earlier as Trevor runs wider. Trevor does seem to have got a little bit better
James needs
boost
to get
this
on the
time.
rumble strips. He can't just stick on the road.
Good landing boost again. James picks up a little
James
bit of time.
brake boosting like a son of a bitch.
Boosting twice, 3 times over the crest of the hill. No slide this time as he maintains the speed. It does appear to be shortening.
Oh, James is going to go a little
Running a
wide.
little wide. He straightens it up, but he doesn't get the same kick off the barrier this time.
Trevor looks like he's going to hold on here.
Love the dub and Rizza crossing the line in first and second. Love did get first place and pinches best lap with a 30.357. Mad Trevor honk of the horn, respectful to the battle with James. He just managed to grab hold of his nerves at the end and see himself around the final lap. Now, it could, depending on the positions of the people just ahead of them and stuff, depending if it is all the people in the top 10 and stuff that were there, that could see James out, but it is so tight between that group. If any of these three aren't in...
Another good win for Love.
No, exactly, mind. Like, it does, it has something, certainly when two people are getting quite excitable over it. Like, I know James well, Captain knows him a lot better, so it adds a little extra element in it. We both know Mad Trevor as well, he's in the parties a lot with Captain. So it adds that little extra layer to make it a little bit more height. Thank you, Matt, enjoying the great battle. Whew. Love the dub with the win and the best lap there.
Oh, James has made him push DPG
so
out,
does
and
Mad Trevor makes it as well. They're both through by 4 points. Robert Grace James did enough to hold position by 1 point over Trevor, and then DPG slips out. Fair play to the lads, doing just enough. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This stream is going to come to quite a swift end.
We will be back.